Fáilte, darklings. Come on in. Put your hooves up and let your horns down. Forget about the satanic panic of your everyday rat race and simply indulge in this week's Creature Double Feature. It's episode 1 and we're going in hard and fast. The only way us goblins like things done. Now let's get to the bones of the matter. Our first fine specimen is a cryptid I think we all know, and, well, I'll let you decide and tell me in the comments if you love. It is known as Mothman. The Mothman is one of the world's better known cryptids, having been featured in books, television, and movies. It has long captured our minds since first appearing in the town of Point Pleasant in 1966. It has been claimed that the Mothman is connected to UFO sightings, military projects, and other sensational happenings. Our second cryptid of the night, one I'm sure we've all thought of late at night, the Skinwalker. In Native American tribal legends, a Skinwalker is someone with the supernatural ability to turn into any creature they desire. In days of old, to transform, legend sometimes requires that the Skinwalker wears the animal's pelt. However, you may not see this in modern times, as it is an overt tip-off that they are skinwalkers. Instances of this can be found throughout cultures worldwide and are referred to as shape-shifting by anthropologists. Interestingly, these creatures have been sighted more and more frequently in recent years, despite being first sighted in pre-Columbian times in North America. But which one of them are the true fuel to the fire of your nightmares? Before we find out, let us raise our hands, claws, tentacles, and other extremities in a salute to one of the legendary cryptids. Here on Creature Double Feature, we like to assess our cryptids in separate categories. Now let's begin with sightings. The Mothman was first reported on the 12th of November 1966 by 5 men who had been digging a grave in the cemetery located near Clendenin in West Virginia. They said that they had seen a man-like figure flying low from the trees above their heads. 3 days after the first sighting, the creature had been seen again by 2 young couples in the TNT area of West Virginia, an abandoned munitions facility. Roger and Linda Scarberry were driving through the area with Steve and Mary Mallet when they spotted 2 large glowing red eyes in the darkness. They said the eyes belonged to something that looked humanoid in nature, around 7 feet tall, with wings folded against its back. The creature would be seen by many others in the years that followed. 2 volunteer firemen reported seeing a large bird with red eyes. There are estimated to be over 100 sightings across the next 13 months. However, Some say there are many more witnesses to the creature who have been afraid to report their sightings. This may be due to some witnesses claiming to have been harassed by men in black who wanted them not to speak of their experience. Skinwalkers are most commonly seen assuming the form of a coyote, wolf, fox, eagle, owl, or crow. However, it is said that they can transform into any animal of their choosing. In human form, they are usually very hairy, and legend states that the skinwalker will wear the pelt of the animal in order to transform when assuming the form of an animal. They are commonly believed to be white in colour, which can be a way to distinguish them from regular animals. A recent sighting has been reported at Sherman Ranch in northwestern Utah, earning it the nickname Skinwalker Ranch. Described as an unusually large wolfish canine, the creature was said to have walked upright, acting erratic before running with a strange, crooked gait, and fearlessly approaching humans in broad daylight. Purpose. The initial sightings of Mothman seemed to culminate in the collapse of the nearby Silver Bridge. When cryptids reported across the globe similar in description to the Mothman are reported, it seems to be a herald of an impending disaster, similar to that of the Silver Bridge collapse. For example, a Mothman-like creature had been spotted near a mine in Freiburg, Germany, where the miners had ran scared from the creature, only for the mine to collapse shortly after. Another visit of note was prior to the famous meltdown of the nuclear plant in Chernobyl, where the creature was said to have haunted the facility. Pictures claiming to be the Mothman had also been taken in New York on September 11th, and the sightings had been reported before a bridge collapsed in Minnesota. Some legends say that the skinwalkers start as practitioners of witchery. In some stories, it is said that the highest rank of skinwalker are called Ecclesiati, meaning pure evil. It is said they have received their supernatural ability through breaking cultural taboos, such as killing a close blood relative, incest, necrophilia, and other evil acts. They are initiated through a ceremony involving song and dance, used to curse instead of heal. Although not every witch is a skinwalker, every skinwalker is a witch. Navajo witches represent the antithesis of Navajo culture, seen as using their evil to manipulate magic in a perversion of the good works of medicine men and women. Danger. Many of those who have claimed to have witnessed the Mothman have shortly after experienced terrible nightmares, often culminating in a nervous breakdown. Those who manage to get a close look at the creature are also described as experiencing extreme fear and psychological distress, sometimes lasting months or even years after the incident. Looking directly into its eyes, it is said, can cause one to experience a sense of pure evil overcoming them. A skinwalker seeks to harm humans, lay curses upon them, and practice evil whenever they possibly can. They are known to knock on doors, bang on walls, peer through windows, attack livestock, harass humans by appearing and disappearing. Skinwalkers use spells and charms to induce fear in their victims, and use that fear to control them. Navajo legend warns that if you were ever to lock eyes with a skinwalker, they can absorb themselves into your body. Making eye contact with a skinwalker can also cause your body to freeze up with fear. Skinwalkers are said to gain power from a victim's fear, and they will use that against them. Indigenous people will not speak their name. They wouldn't even say the word in fear of attracting one. Legends state that to say the word Skinwalker aloud will attract them to you, as if you have been marked. To say these words aloud is to invite them upon yourself. Well now, I do hope we all learned something about the fascinating field of cryptozoology tonight. Which of our darling critters were your favourite, and why? Please tell me in the comments. Tell me which cryptids you would like to see face to face. Next time here on Creature Double Feature.